Alright, we are back on. There we are. Now I have adjusted my settings on my mic, so hopefully I sound much better. Though it might pick up a bit more background noise, unfortunately. Hopefully when tax time comes around, I can purchase a new microphone. But that's what we'll do for now. My apologies, I seem to be having issues with my camera. Huh. We're going to exit the game and try and re-enter. For some reason, my keyboard is not responding. And try and re-enter. That was very odd. Keyboard's working everywhere else. Yep. There we are. Alright, so after I end the stream, I had quickly claimed my rewards from being, for Twitch, which I have, which are things I have here, which is basically all that. I think before I go do anything else, I think I will level up as well as sort out these items. Screenshots of us. I need to look that up actually. Verum Sanctum. Give me a second. Rogue Trader. What? Why does my routine keep getting this pet? This one, the one that has more shotgun, so. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Good to know. Although I do wish I was explained a little bit more somewhere. As just like, why is that? Why do I have it now? Anyway, Magenta. Her agility attack is pretty good. Her ballistics I do want to increase more. No, I mean that one's not bad. God, I felt like a vibration. I'm like, that's for some reason. Fired up. Whenever the soldier deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1% until the end of combat. That's not bad. After the soldier deals damage to 3 different enemies, the soldier gains 3% more damage for their next attack in the current combat. That's good. Fired up might be better though. Unprecedented. The soldier gains 8% critical hit chance. This one is double against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover at the moment of the attack. That's actually really good. Each shot fired by the soldier grants them +1 agility until the end of the next turn. End of the next turn, huh? $10 points demolition instead of 5 each. Range area attacks. Yeah. Her demolition skill is higher than her intelligence. Intelligence is 30. Her demolition is 60. So that one's really good for her. Endura, we will increase. So her intelligence, the willpower and her possession and her intelligence, I believe her 3 main stats. Willpower because she's a psyker. Intelligence because she's like an operative. Because of her class. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. Damaging psycho powers while being thrown by enemies in melee range. So that's not bad. Have their by 2 cells. That's really good. Force weapon attacks. No. Nah. Well, psychic is not in the target's line of sight, or the psychic is in cover, or resistance tests on the targets are -8 penalty. Triggering psychic when all pros of the war first time. No. The psychic uses a damaging psycho power on targets that are 6 cells or further away. That one's good. I like that. Enemy suffering from blind or by a psycho, so 10% more damage. Ooh, that one's good. We have psycho power dealing more damage to target's wounds. The access damage we dealt to. Ooh, enemies that become target's psychic powers again a stacking 5% penalty. Dead dodge and parry until the end of combat. We, I think, are gonna go with at least one psychic power apply. Maybe. I think I will go with this. At the beginning of every contact, psychic allies gain 50% hit chance. The first critical hit removes this effect. Huh. That's not bad. But no, we'll go Fate Bring, I think. Now the idea is to increase his, basically his wounds, his temporary wounds, or anything like that. Wars next to attack. Oh, that's not bad. The parry chance is increased by 25% of the wars. So that one's good. Alright, we'll do that one actually, yeah. The war has not attacked this turn, they gain 22% armor. Does not affect slash charge. Okay, that one's fantastic. I'm going with that. A single shot attack on a melee or a melee attack against a target. The war gains 17% armor against attacks made by that target for 1 round. Okay. Defensive stance, I think. And we'll go toughness. Yeah. Now, obviously, I benefit more from fellowship. I'm not sure about willpower, actually. And weapon skill, hey? Let's go increase fellowship. Hail of Steel. Never Stop Believing. Spare magazine. That was not bad. Gains toughness equal to half the equipped shield. Yeah. It's alright. attack reduce enemy armor by 16%. As long as the armor has more than 90% wounds, they're immune to the following negative effects. It's not bad. Public sentencing? Fails the willpower resistance steps of percent around. Maybe. Actually, I know exactly what I want. Where is it? Grenadier. I love throwing grenades. When there are these gloves, either an injury or full conscious in combat, the allies gain +1 bonus damage at the end of combat. Ooh. I think we'll give it to Argenta. This belongs to Abelard. The wearer gains +3 intelligence. That is for her, at least for now. The wearer gains 5 tech use, +5 Lord Xenos, and +5 medicine. Sure. A multi combat weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to fire an electric discharge. Sure, why not? The wearer has a shield. If the wearer has a shield equipped, whenever the wearer is hit, module hits it in a burst R, considered a single hit. The shield gains +5 block, lasts until the end of the round, stacks up to 3 times. Sure, because I do plan to do that. The wearer has 5% chance to reduce any income damage to 0. Why? That's amazing. Why? Oh, sorry. That's right, there's a few more things I got. Vox whistle. It's just a drinker, but whenever a familiar hears the sound of this Vox whistle, they react erratically. Still, it does not affect their combat capabilities. Familiar, okay. Once per combat, these specifically crafted handcuffs are allowed to inflict the counter attack effect on adjacent enemy for 1 round. Alright, we'll give it to Abelard, I think. That is not required at the moment. Mind Twitch Grenade. The affected enemy immediately turns to an ally, engages an extra turn. As soon as the extra turn ends, the target turns back into an enemy. Tier 5 or above are immune to the spec. Interesting, okay. How do you know on tier 5 or above? We've got no other grenades. What? Battle against heretic. His last battle cry. I'm sorry. Can I? Is there something useful for that? Okay. Bonuses from originally obtained through the Twitch shop. Not a pet. You cannot equip it. It as an active service companion. Side. Inventory as a functional design where you click inventory, it plays a pre-recorded voice line. Okay. Interesting. That is quite hilarious. We'll leave that up there for now, I think. Yes, hello. What's up, Abelard? Now, Rykad Minoris, Eurac V, Apothecary Station, Rykad Minoris, and you haven't got there. I think
normally I do like Eurac V, then I do this with a prison colony, and then I could it's Rykad Minoris, that's right, and I do my Rykad Minoris. I think I will go Rykad Minoris, then Rykad Minoris, then Eurac V. That's Rykad Minoris. So what's this one again? I can't recall now. Oh well. Cool. We'll go. Because going here. Look at Apple Choir Master Zachary Wiz is asking to speak to you via a private channel. Alright. Greetings, your lordship. I can report that the choir is listening tirelessly to the Immaterium, in the hope of picking up voices from the dynasty ships of all worlds. However, we have heard something horrifying instead. Amid the Immaterium's tumult, something is screaming. The scream is driving your choir mad. Until it stops, we had no hope of contacting any of the dynasty's worlds. It was coming from the Rykad System's astropathic station. If the screen stops, we'll be able to contact someone? I humbly hope so, your lordship. Perhaps we will manage to send a call for aid to the Von Valencia's world, or one of the dynasty allies. What is the nature of this scream? We do not know, your lordship. It has brought the Immaterium to a boil. It has always been a violent, roaring ocean that could spell doom to anyone who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness, where expelled images are fused together, twisting and cackling before crushing into the minds of all who perceive it. A mighty warp storm, the likes of which I cannot recall, rages in the Imperium, and it fills me with terror. I don't think we have been introduced. Indeed not, and we meet under lamentable circumstance. My name is Zachary Wiz, and I am proud to be the choir master of your ship's astropathic choir. The duty I perform is to keep you in contact with the expanse via astropathic messages sent through the warp by trained psychics. Alright, we'll pay them a visit. The astropathic station is dead ahead of the void ship. It is motionless. There is lifeless silence across its vox frequencies. Its lights are out. Even those who have no warp sensitivity can feel the presence of death. It is here, lurking in the shadows. All of this makes reading the reports of the ship astropaths, who claim to be hearing an incessant ghostly howl emanating from the station, all the more disturbing. Contact the station by Vox. The station is not responding. Perhaps there is no one left who can respond. Likely. Deploy a scouting team. The enforcers offered their prayers and proceeded to enter the uncanny station. What they saw inside was monstrous. Astropaths upon their thrones, not quite here, not quite now. Smudged, as it were, across time. Servants reliving their horrible deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony a moment later. The warp manifested itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. The main hall was covered in a crust of psychic ice. A green-robed blind old man sat motionless upon a tall throne. He was quite literally embedded in the ice, yet he was still alive and screaming. Ah, shit. Yes, Choir Master Wiz boarded the station in person and proceeded to the quiet hall. He stood silently for hours in front of a man frozen in ice and held a telepathic conversation with him. Then Master Wiz offered a prayer to the God Emperor, and the unfortunate man passed away. Upon returning to the ship, Wiz reverently presented the Lord Captain with a grim trophy, the late Choir Master's amulet, taken from his frozen body after his death. Denial of nightmares. If worn by a psychic, the wearer gains immunity to the horrors of the warp effect. Okay, nice. What's the horrors of the warp effect? Target has -5 to weapon skill, ballistic skill, to weapon, ballistic, willpower, and strength, and -1 resolve per defeat tier. Oh shit. That's not bad, actually. The psychic shriek carrying across the inventory room has been silenced, but this has brought the crew no relief. A chilling realization came to the Asher Pass when they discovered that the cry was masking a different sound, one even more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of a cataclysm born from a warp storm of titanic power. What's this? Ah, it's from the Spitters. A chilling realization came to Asherfest when they discovered that the cry was masking a different sound, one even more terrifying and surreal. It was the melody of a cataclysm born from a warp storm titanic power, so intense the entire expanse must be able to hear it. It muffles Asherpath's message and crawls into Psyche's minds, evoking everywhere the same image, a dark grating beastly mouth cleaving the universe in two. Now that the Crymaster has finally stopped screaming, the song on the museum has reached the Rotrader's voice ship too. Burn everything. Voyager's crew shadowed the fragile station. One can only hope that the unfortunate souls captured by the warp have perished along with their home. Now we'll go to this ship. The Vosh crackles of life, and Master Helmsman Ravel addresses you. What we have here, Lord Captain, it is not very noticeable, but there's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. It sure is quiet, like it's huddled up in there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing is more scrap heap than ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. We are seeing critical damage to the hull and depressurization of several compartments. Oh, there is an incoming transmission now, too. Hear us? The Vox transmission whistles and abruptly cuts to static. Do not require assistance. Pete, do not require assistance. Copy. The Vox relays a different voice. Keep following. They'll pass us by, won't they? Tex. Look, Captain, I am told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there's an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near the Rykad filler colony that is refusing help, which, not to put too fine a point on it, has not yet been offered to them. We establish communication. Let the vessel identify herself. Yes, Lord Captain. The connection is established. Unknown vessel, we are receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves. For a brief moment, the Vox only hisses and snaps, and then several voices at once start shouting over one another. Don't tell him! Tell him we are done for! This is Thunderfang. We are... One of the voices falters uncertainly and is replaced by another. A merchant ship. Vessel. Do you copy? We are a private shant vessel. A merchant vessel? Of course, they are. Damn my stupid head. Where did I hear this name before? Thunderfang. Thunderfang, we cannot identify you. You can make out hoarse and furious whispering even over the crack of the static. What if... Certainly not. The whispering dies and a clear, youthful voice cuts through the static. Our vessel is badly damaged. It is preventing the correct identification. We assure you. Careful merchant vessel. Thunderfang doesn't require aid. Damage on the unknown vessel. The machine shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several components are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. Two of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, your vessel's barely damaged. What happened to you? The Vox responds by bursting into a cascade of sounds, words, and emotions. Someone chuckles bitterly. Another swears with some foul expletives, and yet another hisses furiously, demanding the others shut up. You manage to make out little from all this noise. We were just flat minding our own business, straight out of the blue and opened fire. Miracle we could get away, and were protected. And then more fire. Who? Void knows, only knows. Roasted our tail, bombed everything. Our folks are left without help. We never got to them. Main gun. On my order, aim weapons. Target Thunderfang. Picturing your anger, the warship has spacious hold. Perhaps they will be willing to establish trade relations. Let us at least find out who they are. Fine. That's actually a fair point. Stop playing around. Happy now? What have you done? Idiot. It is too late now. The Vox channel is again filled with angry whispering of several voices. The whispers and static are drowned out by a clear and slightly frightened voice. Do you copy? We are from the Fellow of the Void. We do not come here to loot, only on a different business. To help our own, out of jail. Do not hurt. Lease. We already had our Kronos clean. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of plunder. I mean goods. In case you're unaware, look at the Fellowship of the Void is a disorderly assembly of several dozen pirate factions. In the Kronos expanse, they consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have Vox conversations with those whom they are about to board. Were it up to me, I would make them eat a salvo from the macro cannons to shake the scum loose on the decks. They certainly deserve it. The honey voice of the High Factor interrupts the translation with a polite cough. I would wait on destroying the vessel if I were you. Although the aspect of their livelihood do cause some awkward questions, the Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods to the local market. Perhaps you will find dealing with it acceptable, especially in a situation where performing a war jump is impossible. Alright, fair enough. I'll be right back. I'm back. Now, there's one part I do like about Road Trader is that this just tells you how much what you can buy, and you can buy everything. It doesn't like if you've got the reputation, which is here, kind of have zero reputation with these guys, and a profit, you can buy everything here, and it never goes down. You know, unless it's like somewhere else. See, but we're all good. Ooh, that wouldn't be too bad to get. And yeah. Cool. So what did I just buy? So I bought heavy armor, which this man can use. And Agenta, oh, she can't use that, huh? That sucks. There is a flamer though, and I do like to give her the flamer. The wearer range checks decrease their target's dodge by 5%. Nice. Oh, give that to. Fuck it, why not? And obviously melters. Hi, Sweetie Daisy. How was your day?
My day is good. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the quill you have been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here. In your study, you stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloody faces of those who died on the ship's bridge and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the forces posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Conrad Voigtler's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing in around you, in a nightmarishly slow advance. Near before the rotary, your life belonged to me. All you hear in response is unintelligible voices, whispers, moans, and derisive laughter. Anger ignites in your chest, and you clutch the shard, which ravenously bites into your palm with its sharp edges. An unbearably bright light floods everything around you. And you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shriveling in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiful shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon. A skillfully crafted sword with strange, unnerving properties, a curved design, an unusual hilt adorned with the image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on the bridge, and the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Absolutely not. Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hand, and the gaze of the demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. You awaken from your vision nearly next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing, and you struggle to recall those faces and the images of the sword in your hand. Only the deep cut on your palm and the bloody shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You'd rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach a shaking hand for your Vox and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact, and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. Yeah, we are not dealing with that thing. Nice. Alright. Yeah, that's fine.
The starport greets you with the din of ordnance and the smell of explosive tickles your nostrils. It is difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. Sergeant Malga, among the cracked rockery and bent blast steel, you notice a man in the warden's uniform. He stares at you at the gleaming gold of your shuttle in surprise. Did the governor send his personal guards? No matter. What are you standing there for, meat? Are you waiting for the rebels to blast your bucket again for good measure? The skies over the capital are blocked by enemy fire. All aerial traffic has been halted. What pest gave you clearance to deploy? By all the saints, I'm Sergeant Malga and you lot report to me now. Straighten yourselves out and drag your asses to me. I'll mount a defense sector for you. By the end of his tirade, the sergeant's voice grows quieter and his eyes focus on your expensive gear. Abelard turns purple. The holy throne, what is this mess? Idira glances around. They're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. Enlighten this route about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor chosen. Abelard clears his throat. You stand before rogue trader von Valencius, you ignorant worm. Snap to attention this instant and give his lordship a formal report. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin like an exemplary soldier, and barks. My mistake, sir. At once. The starport is under the control of the governor's wardens. Perimeter commander is Sergeant... A frag grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant's words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that is now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. With rasping calls, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Lassie Melgut reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? What is going on here? Undress, sir. Armed rebellions in both the capital and the provinces. First the lower levels sparked, then it went up the spires, then hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the Mac train stations. My unit was here when it all went to the Grosses. The tech press linked to satellites reported sightings of strange voyageships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Rykad Minoris. The governor took precautionary measures and ordered to increase security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden's details. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we're able to hold it. There is fighting in the capital, but we're holding strong, giving no quarter to the rebels. The Emperor protects. The sergeant's voice is brimming with daring confidence. Okay. Who are you anyway? Sergeant Lassie Melga, sir. 11th generation loyal soldier of the House Winter Scale. Awarding 3 commodities for faultless service. And since the olden days, his lordship the Road Trader has recruited soldiers from shipwrights of Rykad Minoris. There is no greater honor for a Rykadian than serving his lordship with diligence. What has caused the rebellion? Ill thought, sir. We've fallen on hard times. The ground keeps shaking, things keep exploding. The people are scared. They've forgotten all about their duty, and that's when those, Emperor forgive me, preachers came. They started riling everyone up. Sure enough, we shot a few, but they just kept coming, more and more of them. You're doing fine work, Malga, and so are your troops. It is people like you that hold the Imperium together. I live to serve. The sergeant's eyes are gleaming with pride. His expression is that of genuine happiness. Do you happen to know if a member of the Inquisition has come here? At the word Inquisition, the sergeant's face fills with awe. I don't know, sir. There definitely haven't been any visitors like that on my watch. You might have to inquire at the headquarters, your lordship. Right, I'm going to see the governor. If I may report, sir, as long as the rebels keep shooting their damn anti-aircraft battery, there's absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I had no one to send with you as an escort. I assigned all of our troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will cast orders to them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Idira frowns at her as her gaze grows distant, as if she's looking through the sergeant. You're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know, the same hand that salutes now might falter in the darkness. Rank and appellate won't serve you from the bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. What tech, priest? A very important person from the Adeptus Mechanicus arrived on the last shuttle before they locked down the sky. We kept on asking whether anyone by the name Adamant or Adamant, Adant or Adanant, Nat, or something like that, had a reason to arrive. Barely answered any of our questions, though he said he was under no obligation to tell us anything. He demanded to talk to the governor personally, so I had to send a quarter of my troops with him to keep trouble at bay. A good fight would have long since reclaimed the stubble. Horror fills Sancho's eyes. Apologies, Lord Sir. We rectified that at once. Follow my lead, you lot. I'm giving you 2 minutes to reload and patch yourselves up. Then we are routing the rebel dregs. He orders his command, organize his troops for what is undoubtedly a suicidal offensive. I don't suppose you interrupt Sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to the soldier and spits out a booming series of commands. Nice.
Did you see that? They almost knocked us out of the air. Some bumbling idiot's going to regret that when he's dragged before the Lord Captain for questioning and trial.
I do not think the rogue trader should take a personal interest in a common crackpot. Summary execution will be sufficient.
You just execute everyone, okay? That's smart. Yeah. What did I just pick up? Give that to Argenta, I think. Oh no, this is actually better. Rather dodge. We'll give this man a shotgun just in case. And I think that's it. Let's save. And let's go. Yeah, that's fine. Indira, you can go there.
Doubt is for the weak.
So let's take that out. Oh, great.
Show me what you've got.
Ooh, a shot baton.
Scared yet? I'm here, maggots.
Oh, fuck.
Time to slaughter someone.
And so shall it be done.
Nice. Come on it.
The Emperor commands.
Oh, that was fantastic. No, we're not doing that. Alright, just shoot the fucker. Yeah, makes sense.
Anything else?
Hold on.
Oh, fuck. Oh, what the fuck? Chance to hit any other target instead of this creature are reduced by 20%. Okay. One hook command. Okay. For showing crippled leg. Fuck. No.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Weapon at the ready.
Fuck.
Let's make it quick.
Let's get to it.
That's so much damage.
And so shall it be done.
Okay.
Show me what you...
Ow.
Weather the storm.
Come on, take this fucker out. God damn it.
Follow my lead.
What?
On in, maggot.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Alright, well that sucks. Dope. Nice.
Cool.
Follow my lead.
Beautiful.
My faith strengthens me.
Alright. Hurt these fuckers, please.
Time to slaughter someone. Stop it!
Fucking hell. Saw that one coming.
Break them up.
Let's get to it.
Oh, I'm gonna survive.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
In the combat, the working on charge, use MP. Okay. Cool.
My place is at the fore.
I must not falter.
Stay vigilant.
Oh, you're lucky.
Grey hair? Sure hair.
Follow my lead.
Come on, hit him. I'm gonna be honest though. Like, oh no. We are so fucked. What? I thought I saved. Did I not? I could have sworn I had saved. What happened? Alright, I've already gone through this, so I'm going to actually run an ad now while I go through this again.
Did you see that? They almost knocked us out of the air. Some bumbling idiot's going to regret that when he's dragged before the Lord Captain for questioning and trial.
I do not think the rogue trader should take a personal interest in a common crackpot. Summary execution will be sufficient.
Know your duty.
Save. All right. So now game is saved. Let's give him a shotgun. See if I increase the range. Actually not. Give him the Eurac pistol. That's the only gun, eh? Yeah, which raises everything. Not what I want. Alright. Also, I just can use these. Oh. Somehow I didn't actually realize that. That's fair enough. Ah, we will save again. Just make sure. We're going to start combat and we are going to come back a bit.
Weapon at the ready.
Have them come to me.
Let's get to it.
How are you that accurate?
Hold on. I will not.
Fair enough. Boom. Yeah, that's fair. I should have to fast forward the game. Dialogue, action bar. Alright, maybe it's in general. T. Okay, nice.
Out of my
There
way.
we are.
Here we go.
Get him down there. Really? Alright. Slightly annoying, but okay.
Moving out.
Really? The boat
Let's
just
get to
dodged?
it. Hold
That's
on.
so dumb.
Out of my way. Let's make it quick.
Oh, they're so accurate. Alright, let's heal. Oop.
Yeah, we're gonna go there. He's just out of range.
But of course.
Fine. Avalon, do that. You. Cool. I like apply raging roar at the level equal to the corresponding amount of roll damage in the fight. Apply raging roar at the level equal to the corresponding amount of rolls all in the fight.
Rejoice in service!
You have better shot than me, so we will get you to fight. Maybe on this gunman. Shit, you missed. Okay.
And so it shall be done.
Did I miss? That's not good.
Here we go. Let's get to it.
Alright, just a crippled leg. God damn it.
Hold on. Elmo. Let's make it quick.
Guided by faith.
God, that's so low damage.
Follow my lead.
That was good, actually.
Let's get to it. Reduce to dust. Let's
Nope.
get to it.
I
Nope.
will bathe
Good
this
there.
battlefield in righteous fury.
Damn it.
My faith strengthens me.
Fair enough. Magenta, you can heal. Yeah. And I don't have anything else I can
Hold
do.
on. Out of my way.
Okay, I have lost consciousness. Ah. Oh, that's why. Adira went down. Okay. Didn't realize. Okay, that's just not good.
Fantastic.
Let's make it quick.
And charge.
That's not the Seneschal's job. I will do my duty.
Alright, we're just gonna go behind cover and turn that.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Oh my god, that sucked. And obviously, I can't go back. Nimbus? The pilot dressed in triple uniform, adorned with a Von Blessed's coat of arms, still looks quite pale. Her white hands bear red marks left by the wheel. The scream of terror she let out while the missile flew right past your shoulder is etched in the memory. Her voice quivers slightly, but even her fear cannot stop her from using typical voiceman jargon. That was some flight, your lordship. If we're being a little less lucky, we'll be checking in at the port in the sky right now. What was the weapon the pilot was? Can't say I know, your lordship, but the shots it fired certainly fly quick. I've never seen guns like that before, and they were firing from far away, almost from beyond the bar, the horizon, that is. Who gave those jobs a terrifying contraption like that? Your name, pilot? My bad, there, your lordship. Senior pilot Nimbus, appointed by the senior deck officer to serve as your personal shuttle. I'm awfully sorry, your lordship, but I can't. The Emperor saved us once, but if they shoot us again, we'll be blown to smithereens for sure. If I get your lordship killed in such a daft fashion, Saint Drusus will make me polish white hot wing flaps with my tongue after I kick the bucket. Lord Captain, the pilot is right. We cannot put your life at such risk. We will have to wait until the governor's forces deal with the menace, or until the rebels run out of shells. Surely they aren't sitting on a whole depot of them. My god, that sucked though. Fucking ass got handed to me.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Lord Imperium. Written on the side of the shuttle, its pilot's slowly slaying all the words. Do not touch. A shipment of ties to be blessed. Huh? Do not touch. Shipment of ties of the blessed Lord Captain Callius with the skill. Perhaps there is something worth your attention in the shuttle. Absolutely. Let's go. Ring on the iron wheel. Whenever the wearer hits a target with shield bash, double slug female shield shot, or grizzly out detection, they make a coercion test with -4 penalty. If the wearer succeeds, the target is immobilized. Ah, nice. Ooh, nice. That's what I want. Hey, no. What? Ah, it's pretty good actually. I don't have a shield, so. I will give myself this. This is better. Let's give myself a shock baton. Alright. First, how about you don't come any closer and I don't shoot you? Gaining true vision, renounce sight. All will be revealed. The young shaggy-haired soldier is still pale. Nonetheless, as you approach, he holsters his pistol, the hallmark of good discipline. He gives you a somewhat frightened but genuine smile. Thank you, my lord. You arrived in the nick of time. I don't know what those babbling creeps wanted with me, but definitely wasn't anything good. Away. Lucky Jasper, the governor's aide and personal Vox operator. I was dispatched to the starport on special orders. The young man proclaims, deftly trying to tame his tousled hair. Are you unharmed, soldier? Thanks to you, my lord. Those blind lunatics are all over the city right now. These rebels, damn them to the void. Go and maiming anyone they get their hands on and scorching their eyes. Then they leave the poor souls driven mad by the pain to one of the streets bubbling nonsense. He lowers his voice as with gravity. The command doesn't want anyone to talk about it, but I've heard whispers that it's not just some nonsense. It's heresy, actual heresy, because listening to it scrambles your brain. It made one patrolman freeze in his tracks while the blind man got a hold of him and carried him off from his post off to who knows where. What are you doing here on your own? Following Governor Medalla's special instructions, namely, he grits his teeth with a pain expression for firing his bow. It's a secret assignment. I can't say. Talk about it. What if what you know is priceless intelligence, and were you to die before you can relate to anyone? Well, that would make me a saboteur and a traitor, wouldn't it? Yes, you're right. This is an emergency. He looks relieved. What did they send you to the starport? I'm supposed to deliver updated Vox codes and, how should I put it, assess the situation. The planet is a real mess at the moment. The rebels have found their way into our Vox net and are now eavesdropping. This proper communications impossible. The house electromagnetic medium has sent out the distress call before it went dark. Hey. And who knows what's happening in the system? There's been a riot on Rykad Filia. The prisoners plan to eat. Eurac V station aside, although the navigators there have always been a reclusive bunch. I was hoping I'll be lucky enough to run to a pilot or captain here who could give me an update, but that's hardly a possibility right now. The rebels are blasting anything that tries to land out of the skies with a damn cannon. He starts talking a little too abruptly. Something not telling me. It's nothing classified, just personal. There's no reason why I'm here. My betrothed is missing. Rykad Minoris, the esteemed Evan with the scale personal pilot. When the riots reports came from Rykad Filia, Lord Yvain headed there personally. Then this rebellion started down here, and we lost communication. No one knows how they're doing up there. You know what I'm afraid of? That they'll come back and those rebel scumbags will shoot them out of the sky. I want to find a place that's high up, set up a Voxcaster there, and send a transmission. The sky is closed off, don't try to land. But I didn't make it in time. Those blind dogs chased after me. And as I was running, I tripped and broke the caster. He hangs his head sadly. I worry for her. She's an excellent pilot, but I still worry. Allah shakes his head disapprovingly, but his eyes are understanding. That is why all members of a Voicia clan share the same employment. No matter how devoted a servant of the Emperor is to their duty, there is always the danger that family ties might disrupt regulations and order. I hope no harm comes to her. The Emperor protects, my lord. If someone you love is in trouble right now, may he protect them too. Who was Yvain Winterscale? The esteemed and honourable scorn of blessed road trader Callias Quinscale, master of the Rykad System, at the behest of his illustrious father or grandfather or uncle, his illustrious relative, Lord Yvain took up residence in Rykad Minoris. Jasper's face betrays a fierce inner struggle before he blurts out, "You know what I think? I find it curious that blessed Calligas didn't make him the ruler of our world. Lord Yvain is his blood, but it's the governor who rules us. Then why do you think he sent him here? I think he's been exiled." Do you think the governor can end the rebellion? Well, obviously. I'm not some pessimist otherwise. Is this a test, my lord? Everything will be fine. Victory will be ours. Glory to help with the scale. Alright. I'm the interrogator of the Inquisition, who may have a role in this plan. Have you heard anyone matching that description? I don't know where he is now. I'm sorry, but I don't like discussing the affairs of the Inquisition. Jasper's face quickly turns grey as he says, Jasper, tell me about Eurac V. There's not much anyone can tell you about. The station belongs to the Nevis Noble themselves. Emperor knows what they do up there, or even who lives there. They scored ordinary folk. The only person they're willing to grace with an audience is the esteemed Yvain Winterscale. It is beginning to sound like he is complaining. The place is creepy. They say that they order shuttles with servants from Rykad Minoris on a regular basis. I guess they're too important up there to change filters and clean compartments themselves, huh? Except I've never met anyone who has served there. It's like no one ever comes back. I have no more questions. It was my pleasure to be of service to you, my lord. It's been nice to chat to someone normal. He glances wearily at the body of the nearest blind lunatic. I must take my leave. You're right, we should stay here or we might run into rebels. I hope you find a safe place to watch the sky for any landing shuttles. May the Emperor protect you, my lord. Let me look. Nice. You. Die. Hi.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Oh really? I miss? Okay. That's not fair.
I cannot comply.
Sure, this will work. That's really annoying. Ah, shit, another battle. So what's the penalties? Just reduced by 20%. Okay, movement reduced by half. Alright.
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
Are you ready to die?
No. No, I am not. Cool, that's 2 dead.
Let's get to it. Break them around.
Ah, shit, an agitator.
Let's get to it.
I've suffered worse.
That's not what I wanted, really. But well. Yeah, not great. Cool.
Stay vigilant.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Show me what you've got. Scared you.
Never also grants the brace effect to each ally, including themselves, in a 5-star raise. One ally never also grants +1 charge to this ability at the start of combat when the wound stop below 50 for the first time in combat each time. Okay. Not all too useful in this situation. The sooner that man goes down, the better.
Hold on.
Ooh, fuck.
Oh, this'll leave a scar.
Rejoice in battle!
Weapon at the ready.
Will endure.
On my way. Let's make it quick.
Jesus Christ.
Let's get to it. Follow my lead.
As the Emperor commands, I
Yep.
on it. Was that you? Or
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Hold on.
Ooh, 31 damage. Jesus. Okay, you know what? I may have to I'll have to do. Maybe it's best I don't do Rykad Minoris. Holy crap. You got 2 injuries. Yeah, nah, fucking. That's terrifying. This one's not much easier either. Alright, fuck it, we'll do Eurac V because it's much easier. Actually, nah, I don't really have anything to sell to give these guys. Okay, reporting. The heralds of the Nevers not like continue to maintain vox silence, but as you know, Eurac V being off limits to visitors. We intercept the signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected a accumulation of space debris in the space station's docks. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the Nevers Noble House requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our vox transmissions. Yes, Lord Captain. Order the Auger crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remained silent for a while, but then you hear static and a vicious, measured voice. The officers from the Auger crew are performing a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many components are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are these steam navigators heralds ignoring us? Fuck it, we're knocking. I found a look at it. We didn't know what is happening at the station, so you had to look at these steam navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Reggie, you be consigned to oblivion for your transactions against House Auxilio. Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Auxilio, I command you to execute the infidels. Not a step further. Master, we have some strange guests on the station. A tall man stops you from a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face. And not just his own blood. Two jet black unblinking eyes are watching your every move. And the third one, the marker of an Rykad's fate, is mentally pulsing behind the lower lid of the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Ablot, if you be so kind. Shanasol takes a deep breath. Before you stands his lordship the road trader Calvin Diolini of von Valencius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Crown's expanse, and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to point out that noble-like custom requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances of the station, his lordship the road trader is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In this case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once. There is a dangerous glint in the man's dark, shredded eyes. Very well, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Philip Christoph August, keeper of this place. So you did not arrive to offer support to the traitors? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Eurac V is a holy sanctum for House Auxilio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. I came in search of Naga, so you are coming with me. Is that so? Even wounded, Philip Auxilio remains composed. I do not think so. You cannot force me. You can only end my life. But this is not your heart's desire, is it? Perhaps we can help one another and reach a more beneficial goal. What agreement are you talking about? You came to the station for a reason. House Auxilio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved. But if you do aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying, be it riches, influence, or the powers of our navigators. Rather than I will immediately depart the station. I do not think that's possible. Eurac V is an observation station. We do not sign contracts, and we do not
provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movements of the warp storms. And besides, Felix gestures at the sword around him. You have chosen an inopportune time for negotiations. What's happening on the station? Where did all these corpses come from? Betrayal, a most banal thing in the life of the Nobilite. Don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Orsilio, the second keeper of Eurac V, and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the stations, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivably, they dared to take a prisoner. Greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. Felix falls silent for a few moments when they furiously slam the end of his staff into the floor. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs while we are idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. What kind of hell are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet Felix takes his hand away from his ribcage, notices blood and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the Mistress Change, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orsilio herself. This is the control room of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part and the other was lost during the mutiny, but even the relic will be no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress' blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the rectory doors. The most ancient and sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The temperate seriously perform the rites of appeasement, so the machine spirit will serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. Side power the elevator. The station's main conjugate is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanisms will do the rest. I guess that makes sense. So what have you decided? Descend on the one Valencia's line. I will rescue Miss Moon. I require the House of Seal to sign a contract with my protectorate. Felix's reply sounds curt and tired. So be it. Hurry. The mission's safety is all that matters. But should you fail, our arrangement is finished. Fair enough. Is there any loot? Yes, there is.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Ooh,
White. Bright, pure color. And it's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison of fear and pain throughout its body. Who are you? Why are you crying?
The corpses were
If
mule.
the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
The corpses were mewed by a force far beyond any mortal capacity. Their faces are twisted in pain and their hands are fused with improvised weapons. Tools, scissors, and cutlery. Real gross. Have a look at us.
Unexpected result.
Thank you. There's a guard there. Whoa. Huh. Alright, let's save. And been on our way. Be right back.
Grovel before the faithful. For the Emperor.
You can go there. You there in Argenta. There.
My faith strengthens me.
Fantastic.
Stay vigilant.
Ooh, fuck. That hurts.
Ministration is a holy task.
Nice work, Argenta.
Follow my lead. My prescience has failed
My
me.
lead. Weapon at the ready. Rejoice in service!
I'll do it.
That wasn't as good.
I will not be deterred.
Oh, 70%, you miss.
My faith strengthens me. Break them or I'll stay vigilant. Follow my lead.
Finally.
A tactically sound approach.
Beautiful.
Weapon at the ready. My armor is contempt.
Nice. Reload. With no AP.
Faith shields me.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me. Break them around. Stay vigilant.
Not sure where you're looking, but okay.
High momentum.
Follow my lead.
What's rate of fire for this? Cool. If it didn't make an adventure attacks, using the weapons attacks that do not cost that normally cost the least AP. These attacks do not spend AP. The first attack each Nice.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh my god, you have a 53% chance. Thank you, you dumb bastard.
Doubt is for the weak.
I have a high chance to hit with the burst then. Beautiful work. Elaborate for treaties by the most distinguished colours of the Imperium, which Astra Militarum, tacticians of the Adeptus Mechanicus Generis. Nice. Yes, take, close. Ooh, loot at that. Said loot. Nice. Worry that later. More loot.
I rise above hardships.
Statue of the famous Calaxian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon on the Magnificent, the 23rd year of this millennium original. Nice. Data crypt. Yep, cool. That's to do the lavatory.
The Divine watches over us.
You know, we might come back for that. Just more loot. Oh, repeated order, Ripper order pistol, nice. And 4 frag grenades. That is what I want. That's a rate of fire of 8. My god. Only a range of 5. That's not a lot. But you also go, you give that to Magenta. Might replace the flamer. Last gun, scrappy order pistol, an actual order pistol. Scrappy order pistol is actually pretty good. The rollers, I think I will still keep. But oh my god, I have grenades now. Yes.
The crew continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain.
Let the people grieve. Lady Theodora was with us so long that we started to believe she was immortal.
Ah. So I got a new weapon. Mars pattern sword. Yes, please. Give it to Abelard. No, I'll give myself a las gun and I'll give the shotgun to Abelard. There we are. I also think I will leave it there. I gotta go to pick up my missus. And so yeah, thank you for joining. Bye bye.